Welcome to another View from the MAC, an opportunity to see what's going on from a military standpoint. On Sunday, Junction City hosted the motorcycle riders of the Run to the Wall as they were en route to Memorial Day in Washington, D.C. As a previous resident of D.C. area, I know what it looks like when it gets to that end. There are a bunch of motorcycles. A large cheering crowd greeted the several hundred riders as they passed through a cordon of American flags as the riders approached Heritage Park. There was a wreath-laying ceremony and speeches, including the main address by retired Command Sergeant Major Buddy Wallace, the former Big Red 1 Rear Command Sergeant Major. The riders are performing to remembrance of those who've served and those who are still missing in action in our nation's wars. Following the ceremony, the riders went to J.C. Naz for dinner and socializing. The riders remained in Junction City overnight and departed after breakfast at J.C. Naz. The riders were joined by a number of local area riders who are also making the trip to Washington, D.C. This group of riders on the central route will be joined in Washington, D.C. by another large group of riders taking the southern route. On Memorial Day, all the riders were played through the heart of Washington, D.C. In what is known there as Rolling Thunder. Multiple deployments of the 4th Brigade continued this week. There were numerous schedule changes caused by the size of the aircraft available. In spite of the changes, the Lady Troopers were on hand to provide fresh goodies and drinks for the departing troops. On Thursday, May 24th, the 1st Battalion 18th Infantry Vanguards conducted a change of command ceremony on Cavalry Parade. Lieutenant Colonel John Cross passed the colors to Lieutenant Colonel Lee McGee in a ceremony hosted by Colonel Paul Calvert, 2nd Brigade Commander. The ceremony was concurrently a change of responsibility for the Battalion Command Sergeant Major. Command Sergeant Major Evans passed the duties to Command Sergeant Major Reese. Memorial Day will be celebrated both at Fort Riley and in Junction City on May 28th. The Junction City ceremony will be held at the C.L. Hoover Opera House at 11 a.m. The public is invited to attend this ceremony. There will also be a ceremony at 11 a.m. at Fort Riley for those who want to participate in that, and it will be held at the cemetery. Next week on May 30th, Fort Riley will conduct the monthly retirement ceremony at 10 a.m. adjacent to the division headquarters building on Custer Hill. The public is invited to the ceremony. That's pretty much a wrap-up. I hope everyone has a great Memorial Day weekend and a safe one. And for those who aren't aware of it, the local law enforcement personnel are out providing ticket rewards for those who don't have their seatbelts on. So put your seatbelt on and be safe. Have a great weekend.